His moldy lips twist into a smile. Ew. Offer him a blowjob. Oh, can you even shit upside down? You know where the door is. Fuck you, bitch. I think I'll go for the Nosferatu one, just because I feel like it, honestly. You notice something strange by the front door of your haven. A letter has been slipped under the door in a cream-colored, old-fashioned envelope. There's no name on it, but you know it's meant for you. Opening the letter, it's clear it's been sent by someone incredibly old-fashioned, rich, or a fan of classic stationery. No normal person sends letters like this. You're cordially invited to a rendezvous at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. I'll be waiting to make your acquaintance tomorrow night. Look for me closer to God. There's no other information. It looks like you have a mysterious invitation for the following night. Ooh, period. Okay, this is new. Who the fuck is this? Can I see? Faith and Myth, Part 1. Oh, this must be a side quest. Is it? Nah, I'm going for the Nosferatu one. Yeah, I'm going for the Nosferatu one. Keeping to the shadows, you sneak closer to the dilapidated complex, making your way past hole-ridden silos and wobbly chain-link fences. By the time you reach the entrance to the main building, you can almost feel the rust particles making themselves cozy at the back of your throat. Once inside, you find yourself in a large empty hall. Looking around, you can almost picture it back in its heyday, stacked to the rafters with heavy machinery. You notice a set of stairs leading up to a mezzanine, most likely an office space, and then you see it. A faint light coming from one of the upper rooms. Looks like you're in luck. The door creaks open, revealing what it looks like an old-timey detective's office, complete with crooked window blinds, an overflowing ashtray, and paper scattered across a wooden desk. Ooh, okay, so this is the Nosferatu. Let me guess. Took a wrong turn at the third silo? I don't wanna use my skills for now. I feel like there's a better way to use this skill, so... Okay, attempt to talk down to the assailant. You decide to play along. Raising your arms slowly, you weigh your next words carefully. You're pretty sure a bullet to the back wouldn't kill you, but it doesn't sound too pleasant either. Let's not do anything rash. Easy now, let's not do anything rash. Okay. That's good advice, kid. I suggest you take it. Anyway, you wanna play this? I'm all in. Oh, is that easy? So what it'll be? The easy way or the hard way? Oh, I thought like he agreed to work with me, but no, I'm going easy. Good call. In a strange interplay of light and shadow, the stranger reappears behind this desk. Seeing him in his full, for lack of a better word, glory, you can't help but smirk. This is the dreaded Nosferatu. From 30 feet away, he could probably pass for a bum with a nasty skin condition. From 5 feet away, he looks like something made it to be seen from 30 feet away. Okay. He leans back in his chair, casually pointing his gun at you. So, what brings you to my humble office? I'm looking for a Nosferatu. Are you D'Angelo? The Red Hook murders? Are you D'Angelo? That's my name, kid. Don't wear it out. Okay. Jin? C to Jin? Charles. My friends call me Jin, so best stick to D'Angelo for the time being. Now, I suggest you tell me what this is about, otherwise I kindly ask you to get the fuck out of my office. Ah, I know who you work for. You know what, let's mention Kadir. Charming, I can see why Kadir keeps you around. Oh? Was that a bad move? Oh no. Not a name you want to casually toss around, kid. But hey, I get it. You're not some random schmuck who wandered in here off the street. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Who I work for is less important. What I'm working on, however. I know I'm here to help. Isn't going so well, so let me help. Okay. I'm just gonna go straight to the point. The Red Hook murders, I know. I want to help you catch the killer. His moldy lips twist into a smile. Ew. D'Angelo lowers his shades. For a few seconds, he sits motionless with his eyes fixed on yours. Suddenly, he raises his gun, almost making you flinch. Almost. Sure, they seem to care. What was the endgame? What was their angle? Everybody's got one, even if they pretend like they don't. Especially then, what the hell? Maybe this time finally got to me. He pauses, sticks a fresh cigar between his crooked teeth. Maybe a good leap of faith is just what the doctor ordered. Oh. Offer him a blowjob. Oh my. You know what? Offer him a light. As he reaches into his pocket, you flash a lit of lighter before his eyes. Or maybe you could use a healthy dose of unhealthy. For a split second, he gives you a puzzled look. Then, he leans over to your lighter, puffing on the cig as it catches fire. A wry smile comes back to his lips. I like you, kid. You might look like a used car salesman, but there's just something about you. Ooh. Tell you what, I was just about to head back to the crime scene. Take a look around. You can tag along if you want to. I could use an assistant. Someone to take notes and make wild assumptions for me to shoot down. Who knows? If you're any good, I might consider making this a long-term arrangement. Yeah, we're going somewhere. I'm gonna say you won't regret it. Guess we'll find out. Just one more thing. You still got me at a disadvantage here. Seems like you've done some digging on me, but with you, I've barely scratched the surface. You catch my drift? No, I don't get it. So answer me this. Who was it who sent you into my neck of the woods? Or in layman's term, who do you work for? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm kinda slow. I'm a free agent. You know what? I'd rather say Sophie Langley. I'd rather be honest with this guy. He seems reasonable. For the first time since you got here, the Nosferatu adopts a look of genuine surprise. His eyes wander for a moment, finally giving way to a crooked smile. So you're the one, huh? Yeah, that would make sense. Don't think she'd appreciate you throwing her name around. Thanks for being a friend, kid. Oh. Alright, moonlight's burning. Let's get cracking. With a certain fascination, he watched D'Angelo stumble his way across West Brooklyn. Still, he seems to be getting around okay, and you take particular note of the fact that he seems to be choosing the darker, less frequented streets. There is definitely a method to his madness. Well, here we are. Time for you to earn your stripes. This is where they found him, drained dry, not a drop of blood in him. And before you ask, no, I didn't get to see the body, so I don't know if there were any bite marks. So, what can you tell me? You take a moment to examine the crime scene. Judging by the chalk outline on the pavement, the man was killed recently. Oh, okay, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck was that? Curiously, there doesn't appear to be a trace of blood or viscera, and you know the city's cleanup crew isn't that fast, or that thorough. The blood speaks. Huh. Maybe a Tremere did it? You look to D'Angelo, the Nosferatu gives you an expecting look. I mean, obviously, their graffiti looks like a clue. Sure, kid. Might as well start with the elephant in the room. What do you think it means? You give the sign a good hard look. It's no Rembrandt. The writing is jagged, clearly done in a hurry. It's meant to throw us off. It seems desperate. My thoughts exactly, yes. It's as if someone wanted to get a message across, but was too scared to stick around and write the whole damn book. So we got to a abridged version. And then there's the blood, or lack thereof. And given the murder was committed right here and the victim didn't make a sound, we can therefore conclude that I feel like it's a Tremere that did it. Yeah, the killer is a kindred. Bingo! I mean, I think it's kinda obvious, considering the genre of the game. Only a killer could drain a human this quickly, this quietly. Tell me, if you were to guess, which clan would you say our killer belongs to? A Tremere. Hey, I feel like it's a Tremere. Wait, aren't the Tremere known as blood sorcerers? This was probably some fucked up ritual of theirs. The warlocks do tend to get creepy sometimes, but they're not exactly the Manson family. Ooh. It's just not their style. Oh! I might be jumping to conclusions, but my money's on the Thin Bloods. Oh, okay. Thin Bloods are essentially they're the ones that are the weakest, I guess? I think? Let's check the dictionary. Okay, Thin Blood. You can pause the video, guys, if you want to. I'll be reading this in my head. Okay, got it. Shit, looks like we're gonna have to pay the Larson a visit. Larson? The guy that we've met on the Elysium? The Thin Blood Primogen? Yeah? Is that the guy? Oh. No, Larton the bicycle repairman. Okay, no need to be rude. I was just asking. Fuck you. Not sure if he knows the killer is, but he could probably make an educated guess. In any case, we'd be doing him a favor. If it turns out that one of his is violating the Masquerade, it would put him in a hell of an awkward position, and I mean shitting upside down awkward. Can you even shit upside down? It's a kind of weakness that other Provincian would love to exploit. His position in the council is bad as it is. Huh. Alright kid, let's get this over with. Compared to the industrial ugliness of Red Hook, Sterling Place is quite a change of scenery. All of a sudden, the Nosferatu stops. It seems like he was taking a deep breath, steeling himself for things to come. He points to a surprisingly nice-looking two-story house. The place is almost completely dark. Almost. You notice a dim light shining through the curtains of an upper-story window. It's probably safe to assume that the head of the family is working late, especially if the head of the family happens to be a vampire. Oh. Okay, kid, we gotta be gentle about this. We need to get Larson out of here without making a fuss or letting his family see us. If we blow this, he'll shut down like Speakeasy on a raid night. Oh, sounds like you two have history. Sounds about right. At least he was honest with that. But that's a story for another time. Right now, let's stick to why we're here. Tell you what, how about you take the lead on this one? I'm curious to see how you handle it. Ooh, I wonder if we could use our powers. You take a step back and look around the area. The lit up window seems like a safe bet. Now it's just a matter of getting Larson's attention. His and no one else's. As you're trying to come up with a viable strategy, you're suddenly startled with a loud noise. It takes you a second to identify the sound as a dog's barking. It doesn't take you long to figure out where it came from, as a bearded man leading a Rottweiler on a leash comes into view. Feeding opportunity, a man walking his dog? Wait, there was one randomly. Ring the doorbell. A man walking his dog. I think I'm gonna ring the doorbell, I don't know. Seeing no point in beating around the bush, you walk right up to the door and ring the bell. D'Angelo wobbles up behind you in a comical attempt to remain stealthy. What the hell, kid? I mean, there's taking a direct approach and then there's being a complete fucking idiot. I don't know, I didn't want to use my powers. Before you're able to explain yourself, you hear footsteps from inside the house. D'Angelo bites his lip. That sounds like a cricket dying of throat cancer. You're guessing it was supposed to be an annoyed grunt. What? The door swings open, and a very unassuming and slightly unshaved man in a turtleneck stands before you. You begin to wonder how a guy like that made it on the council this long. Even for a thin blood, he looks extremely unimpressive. The man gives you a puzzled look, then looks at D'Angelo. His face twists into a disgusted frown, like he just smelled a particularly nasty fart. What the fuck, D'Angelo? Explain my ass, this is my home. Do you understand? Home? Where my children sleep? As if on cue, a child's voice can be heard coming from upstairs. Oh, okay, it's a kid, a human child. Bobby? Okay. Daddy's helping someone. You get back to bed now. I'll be right over to tuck you in. Get the hell out of my house. You glance over D'Angelo. He looks somewhat embarrassed, scratching the back of his neck, clearly trying to find the right angle to play this. Don't interfere. Give us 5 minutes. Look, we didn't mean to intrude. All we need is 5 minutes of your time. Then we're gone. Larson gives you a tired, frustrated look. He takes a deep breath. Not here, babe. Not here. With that, he locks the front door and leads you several steps away from the porch. What do you want? It's about the Red Hook murders. We think one of yours is responsible. Bullshit. A Dustborn's got enough trouble just staying alive out here. What could possibly make them openly violate the Masquerade? Desperation? The killer's been leaving messages, whoever they are. I think they know something. Something they can't share with just anyone. I know it seems far-fetched, but it's the only way this puzzle fits together. Nah, I don't buy it. You're reaching, trying to find a scapegoat, get in your boss's good graces. Word gets around D'Angelo. You think I don't know who you're working for? What if we stop talking? What if we stopped asking politely, figure you should cover for one of your own, then help us clear your name? What have you got to lose? Okay. Everything. I've been a thorn in the council's side for a while now. This is just an excuse they need to get rid of me. Oh. What if it turns out one of yours did it, and you sat on your hands to protect him? You think the council won't jump on that? He looks off into the darkness, pondering his options. He lets out a heavy sigh. Look, I'll ask around, consult my sources. If it turns out one of my own is responsible, they will face justice. In the meantime, keep your deductions to yourself. I have enough trouble as it is. Deal. Or no deal. Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my family. It's so weird that they have human families. Can they create babies with humans? And with that, Larson retreats to his elusive safety of his home. He decides it's best to move along. Hell of a night. I don't know you, but I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
I don't know about you, kid, but I sure could use a drink. Something warm in a tall, sweaty glass. But first, let me tally your score. Let's see now. You did make a first good impression. I like someone who can talk to themselves out of a tight spot. Talking's cheap. Bullets, not so much. Yay, we impressed him. You held your own at the crime scene. Nothing I hadn't figured out on my own. But hey, we can all be professionals. Finally, when the situation called for subtlety, you managed to avoid unwanted attention. Discretion is what separates a private dick from just any old dick. All in all, you did fine. Not fine, but not bad for your first case. Don't let it get to your head. I'll be in touch. Let you know if I hear from Larson. Be ready to meet me at the office. Yay! He starts to walk away, but suddenly stops and turns back toward you. And bring a notepad. Every good assistant should have one. Oh my god, we did it, guys. Okay, sis, it's midnight. I feel like we're still able to do one more. Should we go back to Hope or let's see? I feel like I should meet this guys, the Tremeres first, so I'm going with this one. You arrive at the address given to you by Sophie, a small bookstore smack dab in the middle of Broadway of all places. What really catches you off guard, though, is the store's display. But what you've heard about the Tremere, they are infamous for their ties to the occult and the mystical. And yet now, looking at the oddball collection of items in the display window, it all feels borderline satirical. You notice a copy of Anton LaVey's Satanic Bible tucked behind a cheap smiling Buddha. Is this person real? I'm gonna search that later. A scientific journal on hematology sits next to a teen-oriented pamphlet on the blood type personality theory. A number of religious, quasi-religious symbols, lockets, pins, and various emblazoned paraphernalia are haphazardly strewn across the display and between the tomes. Before you even open the door, you can smell the burning incense and hear the corniferous tinged music seeping through the crackling speaker mounted above the entrance. It's much more quaint than what you expected from what Sophie told you about the so-called warlocks. It doesn't look like they have much interest in impressing outsiders. At this time of night, the shop appears to be closed. Regardless, you ring the bell. You hear someone shuffling around inside. A brief moment later, the latch slides and the door is pushed open just a few inches. A tired-looking blonde in loose clothes appears in the crack. She seems confused, like you just woke her up. She just let out a yawn, scratching at her tattooed neck. Finally, she squints in your general direction. Her pierced lip curves into an awkward smile. I'd rather be direct, honestly. I'm looking for a guy named Agathon. Is he around? The girl gives you a suspicious look over it but opens the door. She takes a few steps back, and you hear footsteps coming from behind a floral curtain that covers the back door. A bespectacled, smart-looking woman emerges and looks straight at you. Okay, period. Fierce. I love her hair. And her trench coat. Come in and follow me. Just don't touch anything, please. You follow her through the store. Inside, as expected, the stuffy air smells of sandalwood, frankincense, and a dozen other aromas. The woman leads you behind the curtain and through the back door, onto a rickety staircase. Ooh, okay, this place has a vibe. Amazing, I like it. A flight of steps takes you up to the second story. You instantly notice a change in decor, as the tacky new age bookstore gives you something to resemble a cross between a library and a workshop. The smell here is strong, but much more layered. You're not sure what to make of it first, but with each whiff, it becomes apparent. Blood. The aroma, though subtle at first, soon becomes overpowering. It takes you a moment to adapt and focus. Eiling's Turbridge. Oh! Didn't we... It felt like I've read her name before. And anyways, I don't think you know who you're speaking with, so an introduction is in order. My name is Eileen Sturbridge. I'm not sure if I said that right, but anyways, and I am the High Regent of the Chantry of the Five Boroughs. I am the High Regent of the Chantry of the Five Boroughs.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that?
You are Lamar, correct? I have to say, you're lucky the war outside the building is only there for notifications tonight. Otherwise, it would have been quite unpleasant. To answer your question, Agathon is here. but he's hard at work, and I wouldn't want to disturb him. Am I understand this is a social visit? High region sounds important. Hiding above an old occult bookstore, really? I don't want to be rude, honestly, because I feel like I should get as much allies as possible. I'm not sure if you missed the chance to have an ally, different endings will occur or something. So I'm trying my best to get as many allies as possible. Let's start with how do you know with who I am? Wait, how do you know who I am? Well, for one thing, knowing who's who in the city is one of my duties as High Regent. But more importantly, you've been on the mind of many kindred since Langley took you in. It's quite a is that precedent or precedent? Precedent. Precedent. First under Prince Panhard, and for Sophie to be one to do it. Curiouser and curiouser. Still, I'm sure you haven't come here to look for dirt on your sire. That would be unwise. I heard good things about Agathon. Appealing to our vanity? How very original. You better step up your game, fledgling, or New York will eat you right up. Suddenly, a man enters from a side room. He doesn't even look at you, lost in his own thoughts. Oh, that's it. I have it, Eileen. I think I know how to find it. He catches himself as he notices you. His face turns sour. A visitor? Yes. We were just discussing you, in fact. Is that so? I'm looking for allies. Let me introduce myself. Sophie Langley recommended you. I'm just gonna mention Sophie. Yes, Sophie Langley recommended that I contact you about teaming up. Teaming up? He seems very confused by the notion. What for? I could assist you in your work. I can be quite helpful, knowing I can count on someone to return the favor. Is that right? He seems to consider it, then turns to Eileen. Hi, Regent, may I ask your advice on this? Oh, she's like an advisor? Eileen looks at you with a nary a sign of emotion. I believe that you are more capable of carrying out your task, my child. I do not think any assistance will be necessary. Oddly enough, he seems somewhat disappointed. Your confidence in me is appreciated, High Regent. It has been earned. So, it's settled then. I would kindly ask you to leave, fledgling. We have many matters to discuss. Matters not meant for undiscerning ears. Both the warlocks look at you expectantly. Wait, I didn't mean any disrespect. Wait, please, I'm sorry if I started off the wrong foot. You only got one shot at first impression, and you miss yours by a mile. So if you think of anything clever to say, now would be a good time. Otherwise, you know where the door is. Fuck you, bitch. I was hoping for a partnership. The thing is, I was hoping this could be more of a partnership. For now, it feels more like a job interview. We're not exactly on equal footing here. Oh, period. Eileen and Agathon both turn to you in a manner that almost looks choreographed. Their faces turn sour. You can tell you pushed their buttons. No, we're absolutely not. What? I pissed them off? Why? You put that ridiculous notion in your head. Was it Langley? If so, she's more audacious than I thought. You come to us offering nothing of value and expect us to engage on equal terms. So naive. I have a feeling you'll find unlife to be a cruel teacher, fledgling. Alas, I don't think you will be learning anything from us. You look to Agathon with hope that his opinion will differ, but the stern look on his face doesn't bode well. Fuck. This bitches, if I have the chance to sell them out, I will. Sorry, I did my best here. I kinda wanted to recruit everyone, but it seems like I wasn't able to recruit these guys. Seeing as you've missed your chance to change their minds, you leave them to their scheming.